Hi, my name is Irma, and I'm going to be speaking about anxiety disorders. Um, Anxiety disorders can come in various ways, and one of them is generalized anxiety disorder. That's when someone becomes tense and uneasy. Um, they actually, People that suffer from that actually worry about multiple issues. They become very irritable. They have muscle tension, and they have difficulty sleeping. It's just a lot of things that come with it. Um, so since the 20th century, um, the digits have actually went up for generalized anxiety disorder, and 2/3 of people have actually been diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder, and most of them are women. There's actually phobias as well. Um, so phobias are they're like irrational fears where they're scared of where people are scared of like spiders, um, ants, rodents, like anything that crawls basically is like scary to them. And they are scared of other activities and situations. Um, Most of these people are actually women are diagnosed more than men. So basically, like if there's like a thunderstorm coming and like the weatherman said like, oh, there's gonna be a thunderstorm. So basically, like any time that they've experienced like a really bad weather condition, they're scared of it because it's a trauma, like they're traumatized of what happened that one time of that weather. Um, there's also like other phobias like sorry. Um there's one that's called where they're scared of heights, and they're called agoraphobia. And then there's claustrophobia where you're scared of small spaces. There's another one where you're scared of snakes, and it's called ophidophobia. And then there's other phobias as well, such as like social anxiety disorders, where like they're scared of being humiliated or embarrassed in front of other people. They're scared of speaking in public, and they're actually like scared of using public restrooms as well, or meeting new people. The rates are the same as men and women. They're the same rate. So yeah. And then there's another disorder as well, and it's called panic disorder. Um, this disorder can actually be mistaken as a heart attack, like a mini heart attack. Um, most people that experience panic disorder is when like they experience with like chest pain, like they feel like their chest is being closed, and um they have shortness of breath, and they start sweating, and they have an intense feeling of terror. Like I've actually had a panic attack before, only because I had to like speak in public in my communications class, and it's very scary, but I held it in. And I mean it's scary to me in a way, speaking in public, but I eventually got over that, only because I was like, well, why do I even have this phobia? I'm like a social person. So it's not that scary for me anymore. Um, so like when it comes to that type of like panic disorder or even an attack, it usually lasts like about like 10 to 15 minutes. Um, and they people that actually suffer from that, they can suffer from another attack as well. They can feel dreaded as well after like 2 days and even weeks, like, and they still feel like they're not recovered from the attack. There's another phobia that's called agor agoraphobia, where people are scared to travel in like different vehicles, such as buses, other people's vehicles, or visiting unfamiliar places. There's another one that's called obsessive compulsive disorder. That's OCD. That's when someone is their thoughts are irrational, and they like do things repeatedly where they wash their hands, or they have to touch a doorknob like repeatedly more than 5 or 6 times, stuff like that, you know. um and then obsession compulsive, everyone has one, but it just depends on what, like, it's like obsessive compulsive, it can come with like texting, or with anything, or just about anything, like, oh, looking up emails, stuff like that. It's in a way, it's like kind of like that, you know. It's been estimated that 1% to 3% in the general population suffers from OCD, and the median age is 19 years old, which is like basically a teenager. There's another anxiety disorder that's called post traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. I've known, not known, but like I've heard that a lot of veterans actually suffer from this disorder. That's because they've actually witnessed like out of control events, or like they're scared, they're in fear, and it's kind of like victims, people that are victimized of like abuse, accidents, disaster survivors, or like I said, veterans as well. They develop PTSD. It's estimated about 7% of population suffers from the disorder, and at some point in their lives, women are twice as likely to develop as men to develop. Like, so basically, men and women are equal to PTSD, to like actually developing it. So basically, like, explaining disorders is like, it's like a very, it's like a, it's not only one anxiety disorder, it's many disorders, and usually many people aren't informed about it, and I just felt like many people should be informed about it, because one never knows what type of disorder someone can have, you know. And it's actually hard to even like see it, because you can't tell if someone has depression, or if someone has OCD, or maybe you can tell if they have OCD, or if they have like post traumatic stress disorder. Just anybody can have that, you know. I feel like it's very important for the public to know, because many people can, in a way, be hurt. Their feelings can be hurt because they're not because many people aren't sensitive to that. They don't know about the like, and they make fun of these things, you know, which is not cool. I don't think it's cool at all. So that's why it's important to know about these anxiety disorders. Thank you.